is, stupid. Star Wars theorist. I guess. Should I just say stupid? I'll say stupid. Hi, this is stupid. Okay. Right. So, sorry I haven't posted anything in a while, but I've been busy with stuff, and yeah, so I'm here to talk about, the path forward for episode 9, from a, mostly in universe perspective. I'm gonna be laying out what we know from episode 8. I must say I haven't caught up with, the books, the comics, as I've been busy with other stuff, so this is kind of off the cuff, off of, the movies and any comics and books that came out, before September of last year, so September 2017. So, at the end of The Last Jedi, Snoke is dead, the Resistance is down to the Millennium Falcon, and about 50 people at most, with no allies. Luke's dead. Rey has the books, but, no lightsaber. Mr. Snoke is Kylo Ren has a fleet, and is now leader of the First Order. Or should I say the galaxy, so that's 7. So what's the path forward for, episode 9? Well, I've been thinking, and I've been thinking quite hard about this. And there's a magical word for what I'm about to describe. It's called reboot. Now, stupid. Why the fuck would they reboot on the last movie of a trilogy? Well, they did it for the second, so they can do it again. And let's be honest, the sequel trilogy is a reboot, a soft reboot, but a reboot nonetheless. So, how do you suppose a reboot works at, this venture? Well, they could do like, the Harry Potter, where it's like, episode 9, part 1, episode 9, part 2. And to break movie history, episode 9 will have 3 parts. Episode 9, part 1 will be, episode 7 in reality, episode 9, part 2, episode 8, episode 9, part 3, episode 9, part, episode 9. But really, let's go back down to brass tacks. Why would it need a reboot? Well, the entire Resistance is gone. The New Republic has been gone since the end of episode 7, which, let's be fair, it didn't do anything because it didn't have an army or a navy. Because, they decommissioned most of it and announced they were doing it during the war. Which, again, people will say that, oh, the Legends continuity was bad, the Vong. The Vong makes no sense at all, blah blah blah. Well, the Vong makes no sense. The progression makes no sense. It's fan fiction. The power levels kept escalating. Sure. But there was a, fairly believable progression. Endor happened, the war continued, it divided into warring states, the Rebel Alliance did not take Coruscant for another 10 years, and okay, that was bullshit, but let's not get into the details of 12 people taking a planet. And it was this slow push of the Imperial Remnant out into the Outer Rim. A very believable story. What do we have with the, canon? Well, 6 months after Endor, people started defecting. That's fair. That happens when you strike a big victory and, Imperial Command is in a mess. That's fair. I agree with that. Then Mon Mothma announces that to prove that they're going to commit to peace, they'll decommission 90% of the fleet. And it's going to be based on militias. Why? Listen, if it's based on militias, that's... I don't know. Okay, we fear the central government, blah blah blah, it's a... I don't know what it even... It's a republic where there's no army, but... There's a way of safeguarding democracy without getting rid of your army, or your fleet, of anything that would protect you. It's mind-boggling. And during the war, you say, yeah, to prove peace, we're gonna start giving away... We are gonna start destroying our weapons. They don't have to fucking give up now. All they have to do is just wait it out. Hide the weapons elsewhere. Just wait. They know you're gonna fucking destroy your own weapons. They know they'll have the advantage. Just give them 10 years to grow something. To grow support. To grow money. To invest. And that's what they did. It's like, well, we need a natural... We need a way to make the Empire bad again. On par. We need a... the small against the big. David and Goliath. Again. Whereas you could have just done... I don't know. Where all you could have done is like, hey... The New Republic has been pushing the Imperial Remnant out for the past 30 years. It took them a decade to take the core again. You could say that. Fine. And for the past 20 years, they've been pushing them back to the Outer Rim. It's been fractured and divided until this mysterious figure, claiming to be, I don't know what, because we don't know who Snoke is, unified the Empire under the First Order. You don't even have that. All you know is that, Imperial Remnant has been gathering resources. They've changed the name, okay. But there's no, well, they're gone and then they're back. And what are we supposed to do with that? So, now we go back to episode 8. The entire Republic fleet's gone. Not that there was much of one, as I've said. The Resistance is gone. Its allies have not answered the call. And an ally that doesn't answer the call, well, is no ally. They're not gonna come. You might as well just fucking spit on them, and they already spat on you. There's no Jedi Order to help them. None. All your heroes are dead, either in universe or in real life. May she rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. The First Order won. That's it. So, instead of doing that, let me give you my rebooted idea for 7, 8, and 9. Let me think. Okay. As I've said, you take the Legends continuity a bit. I wouldn't even mind if you dropped most of it. You just take a bit of it. You say, okay, the New Republic has been pushing them out. Then, for the past 20, 30 years, the Empire has been fractured. A new warlord has arisen who has unified the Imperial Remnant. In my version, it would have been Thrawn, much like the old Legends continuity. Just to show that, hey, the galaxy isn't just about the Force. It would have been a nice change of pace. That's what Thrawn was in any case. Luke Skywalker has a small but growing order. You know, Leia is, say, the Chancellor of the Republic. Han's basically a stay-at-home husband. And Episode 7 would have been, hey, the Jedi are, you know, going here and there, but they've never actually had to face a full conflict. You know, it's been cleanup duty for the past 20 years. They don't even get sent to the front lines. They're just on policing duty, much like the old Republic Jedi were. And Episode 7 would have been, say, the failure of Luke's order. Not a failure as in what was shown in Episode 8, but a failure as in Luke believes he can do anything. He stood against the greatest evil of the galaxy and threw away his weapon. And it would have been just not a failure of Luke, but a failure of I can do anything and I'll teach you how I did it. But you're all kind of reliant on him. All the Jedi are reliant on him. So Episode 7 with a renewed what would be my Episode 7 would be with a renewed war. The Jedi that do get sent out are easily picked apart. Not because they're bad, but because they're not. But because they're overly reliant on Luke. And so Luke's arc would be stepping down. Not because he, you know, he gave up, but because his teachings led to a place where they were reliant on him, and he was overly confident in his own teachings, and in his own skill. So 7 would have been, you know, you see the failure of Luke's teachings. It's, everyone relies too much on him. Episode 8, he takes a step back and, you know, the Jaina Solos, or in the new canon, it's the Ben, or, well, even in the old canon, it's Ben Skywalker. In the new canon, it's Ben Solo. They step up. And slowly, Episode 8 is them finding their way and losing someone. Someone big. Not Luke, maybe Leia. Well, 7 should have Leia die because she's dead. But, you know, it hits the same beat that, you know, these new characters, these younglings, as they're learning to grow independently from Luke, take losses. Much like how some of them took losses because of Luke. Episode 9 would be, you know, final confrontation with Thrawn or whomever, and Luke officially stepping down to an advisory role. He doesn't go out on missions. He does help. Okay, in the final battle, he helps, you know, he does this or that. He helps bring down the great evil, or, you know, Thrawn or whatnot. But it's mostly an effort from the younger generation. And at Episode 9, it's Luke steps down from an active role, formally, to an advisory role. That's it. That's all they had to do. It took me, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, to fucking come up with this. It's not hard. You bring back the characters, you show them in a role, they help out. Han, you have him do, I don't know, I don't even know what, but Han, Chewie, you have them fight, you know, alongside them, but you should focus on the younger generation, but not by spitting and throwing the old one out. You give them you have to give respect to the fans. Disney has shown that it has no respect for the fans. Kathleen Kennedy has shown that she has no respect for the fans. the story group has shown that it has no respect for the fans. It could, yeah, fine. Episodes 7 through 9 in my version are made with toast. It's not exciting. There's no big reveal. There's no big conflict. It's mop-up duty. But it's a homage without, subverting every fucking story point. Rian Johnson. What can you do? You don't need the Vong to make it exciting. And you don't need to make your heroes old, decrepit, and I don't know, depressive, nihilistic shitheads. And you don't need to insult the fans either. So, this turned from where do we go from here for episode 9 into my idea for a reboot. But hey, episode 8 was a reboot. Why not 9? I'll see you guys when I have time again.